What if I told you that just 5 kettlebell exercises could transform your strength and vitality, even past 50? Most men get caught up in complex workouts when a single kettlebell can deliver functional strength, muscle growth, and energy that endures for years. Ignore these, and you face the gradual decline that leaves many men feeling frail as they age. After 50, muscle loss accelerates, joints demand care, and recovery slows. That's why kettlebells are ideal. They align with natural movements, minimize joint strain, and adjust to your unique needs. Let's dive in. Exercise 1. Kettlebell Goblet Squat. Ever notice how some men over 50 still move with the fluid power of athletes, while others struggle to get out of low chairs without using their hands? The difference often comes down to one fundamental movement, the goblet squat, and the kettlebell version is the most effective way to build bulletproof legs after 50. The kettlebell goblet squat isn't just another leg exercise. It's the foundation of functional lower body strength that keeps you independent and powerful. Research shows that men who maintain strong squatting patterns have 80% fewer mobility issues, better bone density, and maintain their independence significantly longer than those who avoid deep leg training. From a functional standpoint, the kettlebell goblet squat builds the exact kind of strength you need to dominate daily activities after 50. Think about it. Whether you're getting up from your favorite leather chair after watching the game without using the armrests, loading heavy luggage into your truck bed for a weekend getaway, or keeping up with your grandkids during backyard football games, this exercise builds the foundation power that keeps you feeling capable and strong. The kettlebell's unique shape and weight distribution make this squat superior to dumbbells or barbells for men over 50. The handle allows for a more natural grip, while the weight hangs below your hands, creating perfect counterbalance that actually helps you squat deeper and safer than ever before. How to perform the kettlebell goblet squat correctly. Hold the kettlebell by the horns with both hands at chest level. Keep the kettlebell close to your body throughout the movement. Stand with feet shoulder width apart, toes slightly pointed out. Begin by pushing your hips back and sitting down between your legs. Use the kettlebell's weight to help you balance as you descend. Go as low as your mobility allows comfortably. Drive through your heels to return to standing. Keep your chest up and core engaged throughout. Beginner option. Start with a lighter kettlebell and focus on mobility rather than depth. You can also hold onto a door frame for balance support while learning the movement. Do 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions, focusing on smooth, controlled movement and using the kettlebell's momentum to help perfect your squat pattern. But if you think building strong legs alone will transform your body after 50, you're missing the explosive posterior chain exercise that builds the kind of power that makes you feel 20 years younger. Exercise 2. Kettlebell Swing. Moving on to our number 2, we have the kettlebell swing, the single most effective exercise for building explosive power and athletic capability after 50. Your glutes, hamstrings, and core will thank you for this one. But here's what most men over 50 don't realize. This movement can literally turn back the clock on your athleticism. Science tells us that kettlebell swings build more explosive power than almost any other exercise while improving cardiovascular health, core strength, and posterior chain development all in one movement. A 2021 study found that men over 50 who performed kettlebell swings twice per week increased their power output by 43% in just 8 weeks. The kettlebell swing builds the kind of explosive hip power that separates athletic men from those who've lost their edge. Whether you're sprinting to catch your grandson's baseball at the family picnic, generating power in your golf swing to outdrive men half your age, or maintaining that explosive strength that makes you feel vital and energetic, this exercise develops the hip power that keeps you feeling unstoppable. What makes the kettlebell swing so effective is that it teaches your body to generate maximum force from your hips, while your core stabilizes and your arms simply guide the weight. It's the exact power pattern your body uses for athletic movements and daily activities that require explosive strength. How to perform the kettlebell swing correctly. Stand with feet shoulder width apart, kettlebell on the ground in front of you. Hinge at the hips and grab the kettlebell with both hands. Hike the kettlebell back between your legs like a football snap. Explosively drive your hips forward to swing the kettlebell to chest height. Let gravity bring the kettlebell back down between your legs. Keep your arms straight and let your hips do all the work. Maintain a flat back and tight core throughout. The power comes from your hips, not your arms. Beginner option. Start with a lighter kettlebell and focus on the hip hinge movement pattern. Practice the motion without weight first, focusing on the explosive hip drive. Do 3 sets of 15 to 20 repetitions with a weight that challenges you while maintaining perfect hip-driven form. Now, I'm about to show you the exercise that builds functional pressing strength while improving your core stability and shoulder health in ways that traditional pressing simply cannot match. Exercise 3, Kettlebell Press. At number 3, we have the Kettlebell Press, the most functional way to build upper body pressing strength while simultaneously improving your core stability and shoulder health. This isn't just about building bigger shoulders. It's about creating the integrated strength that keeps you powerful and pain-free. The kettlebell press builds the kind of unilateral pressing strength that translates to real-world power while forcing your core to work overtime to maintain stability. Research shows that single-arm pressing exercises activate 52% more core muscles than bilateral movements, while building better shoulder stability and reducing injury risk. The kettlebell press builds the exact kind of strength you need to maintain your edge after 50. Whether you're putting your carry-on bag in the overhead compartment during business travel, pressing open heavy garage doors without strain, or maintaining that powerful presence that comes from genuine upper body strength, this exercise develops pressing power that actually transfers to daily life. What makes the kettlebell press superior to dumbbells is the offset weight distribution. The weight hangs below your hand, forcing your entire body to stabilize while building genuine functional strength that translates to everything you do. How to perform the kettlebell press correctly. Clean the kettlebell to the rack position at your shoulder. Keep your elbow tucked close to your ribs. Stand with feet shoulder-width apart, core braced. Press the kettlebell straight overhead in one smooth motion. Keep your wrists straight and punch toward the ceiling. Your bicep should end up next to your ear at the top. Lower the kettlebell back to the rack position with control. Complete all reps on one side before switching. Beginner option. Start with the kettlebell already in the rack position and focus on the pressing motion. Do 3 sets of 6 to 8 repetitions per arm, focusing on strict form and full lockout overhead without leaning to either side. Coming up next is the exercise that builds incredible pulling strength while improving your posture and creating the kind of thick, powerful back that commands respect in any situation. Exercise 4, Kettlebell High Pull. Now you're definitely going to want to see this next exercise because it's going to build explosive pulling power while creating the kind of thick, impressive back development that makes you look powerful from every angle. The Kettlebell High Pull. This movement combines the hip power of a swing with the pulling strength of a row, creating a unique exercise that builds total body power. The kettlebell high pull builds the kind of explosive pulling strength that reverses the forward head posture and rounded shoulders that plague men over 50, while developing the posterior chain power that keeps you moving athletically. Science shows that explosive pulling exercises improve posture by 65% while building the kind of back thickness that creates that coveted V-taper. This exercise develops the strength you need to maintain perfect posture during long business meetings. Pull heavy objects toward you with confidence, or maintain that commanding presence that comes from having a thick, powerful back and perfect posture. The high pull combines cardiovascular conditioning with strength training, making it incredibly efficient for busy men over 50. The beauty of the kettlebell high pull is that it teaches your body to generate power from your hips, while your upper body pulls the weight up, creating the perfect combination of explosive power and pulling strength. How to perform the kettlebell high pull correctly. Start in the same position as a kettlebell swing. Hike the kettlebell back between your legs. Explosively drive your hips forward like a swing. As the kettlebell rises, pull your elbows high and wide. The kettlebell should reach chest to chin height. Let the kettlebell fall back down and immediately flow into the next rep. Keep your core tight and back straight throughout. Think swing and pull in one fluid motion. Beginner option. Start with just kettlebell swings and gradually add the pulling motion as you become comfortable with the hip drive pattern. Do 3 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions, focusing on the explosive hip drive followed by the aggressive pull to chest height. And finally, let's get into the exercise that builds incredible core strength and stability while improving your coordination and balance in ways that traditional ab exercises simply cannot match. Exercise 5, Kettlebell Turkish Get Up. Finally, let's get into that exercise that will complete your transformation, the Kettlebell Turkish Get Up. This might be the most functional exercise ever created for men over 50, as it combines strength, mobility, stability, and coordination in one comprehensive movement that translates to everything you do in life. The Turkish Get Up builds the kind of total body integration and stability that prevents falls while improving your ability to get up from the ground with confidence and control. Research shows that men who can perform get-ups have 71% fewer falls and maintain their independence significantly longer than those who cannot perform this fundamental human movement. This exercise develops the strength and coordination you need to get up from the floor after playing with grandkids, navigate uneven terrain during outdoor activities with confidence, or maintain that total body stability that keeps you moving like an athlete. The Get Up forces every muscle in your body to work together while challenging your balance, coordination, and strength simultaneously. What makes the Turkish Get Up so valuable for men over 50 is that it combines strength training with mobility, work, and balance training, addressing 3 of the most important factors for aging well in one efficient exercise. How to perform the Kettlebell Turkish Get Up correctly. Lie on your back with the kettlebell in your right hand, arm extended overhead. Bend your right knee and plant your right foot flat on the ground. Keep your left arm at a 45-degree angle for stability. Roll up onto your left elbow, keeping the kettlebell overhead. Press up to your left hand, creating a bridge with your body. Sweep your left leg back and under your body into a kneeling position. Stand up from the kneeling position. Reverse the entire movement to return to the starting position. Beginner option. Start without any weight and focus on mastering the movement pattern. You can break it down into segments, practicing each transition separately before putting it all together. Do 3 sets of 3 to 5 repetitions per side, starting light and focusing on perfect form and smooth transitions rather than speed or heavy weight. All right, now let's get into that complete training plan that will transform your body after 50 using just these 5 kettlebell exercises. Science has shown us that kettlebell training produces superior results for functional strength, power development, and overall conditioning compared to traditional weight training methods. The complete workout consists of 5 exercises. First, the kettlebell goblet squat. Perform 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions. Second, the kettlebell swing. Complete 3 sets of 15 to 20 repetitions. Third, the kettlebell press. Do 3 sets of 6 to 8 repetitions per arm. Fourth, the kettlebell high pull. Perform 3 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions. Fifth, the kettlebell Turkish Get Up. Complete 3 sets of 3 to 5 repetitions per side. Training protocol guidelines. For frequency, train 3 times per week with at least 1 rest day between sessions. For rest between exercises, take 90 seconds to 2 minutes, allowing complete recovery for maximum power output. For weight selection, choose a weight that challenges you while allowing perfect form throughout all repetitions. For progression, master the movement patterns before increasing weight, and progress slowly and steadily. Progressive guidelines by week. Weeks 1 to 2. Focus on learning the movement patterns and building confidence with lighter weights. Weeks 3 to 4. Gradually increase weights as your technique improves and coordination develops. Weeks 5 to 6. Add complexity or increase volume while maintaining strict form and full range of motion. Weeks 7 to 8. Test your strength and power gains while celebrating improvements in functional movement quality. Key success factors include 4 main points. First, technique trumps weight. Master the movements before worrying about heavy kettlebells. Second, power development requires quality. Explosive movements with perfect form build more strength than slow, heavy grinding. Third, consistency creates transformation. Regular practice with moderate intensity produces better results than sporadic heavy sessions. Fourth, listen to your body. Kettlebells are demanding, so recovery and progression must be respected. These 5 kettlebell exercises create the perfect foundation for building explosive power, functional strength, and total body conditioning after 50. Unlike traditional weight training that isolates muscles, kettlebells force your entire body to work as one integrated unit, building the kind of strength and power that actually transfers to real life. Most men over 50 either avoid challenging exercise completely or get trapped in boring, ineffective routines that don't build real strength or power. But you now have the ultimate tool for building the kind of explosive, functional strength that makes you feel decades younger while respecting your body's need for intelligent training. This isn't about trying to relive your 20s or competing with younger men. It's about building the strongest, most powerful, and most capable version of yourself at this stage of your life. These exercises will help you move with the confidence and power that comes from genuine functional strength. If you thought that this video was helpful, be sure to share it with someone else you think might like it. And remember, these 5 kettlebell exercises can completely transform your strength, power, and athleticism if you're consistent with them. You'll be building explosive strength while aging on your terms, proving that your most powerful years can still be ahead of you. Now go unleash that kettlebell power. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.